Hello everyone, I come to you today with tons of information, I guess. I've been dealing with trigeminal neuralgia, occipital neuralgia now for quite a while. It's been a year, over a year and a month now. And I've made some good strides and it's been tough. It's been tough. The suicide disease is every bit of what they say. Some say they wouldn't wish it on their worst enemies. I say, fuck that, they need a taste of this. But anyways, just going through some stuff here, and I'm hoping that when I put these out, anyone with the neuralgias, or even the other ones that I got diagnosed with here, I gotta pronounce these names, they're not English. Let's see. Cervicogenic headache, chronic migraine, atypical face pain, and then tons of neuralgia. So, originally when this all went down, I made some videos about it and what was going on and where everything was. They thought at some point I had MS, another point they were looking for tumors and cancer, and oh man, what a trip. And if you ever had your head MRI'd, well, they're injecting you with the full dosage of ink. Woo, it's worse than, feels like you're wet in your pants, that your pants are wet all of a sudden. Man, with nerve damage, that's a crazy sensation. Anyone who's been through it already, you know what I mean. Since then, I've been in traction. They've been pulling on my head. I've cut down caffeine use, which is not easy. Pretty much I'm on the MS diet, but it's the B blood type diet. You can check it out. It's real big in Japan, and I'm a B blood type. And B blood types are very prone to all these nerve diseases, and they'll drive you mad. So one of the other things that we were doing, other than the traction, I was supposed to do dry needling, but in the state I live in, Pennsylvania, dry needling is not allowed. It's not considered a therapy that works here, I guess, which is total BS. It's just like acupuncture, but more intense. And for any athletes out there with a lot of damage, it's worth it. I've gotten a taste of it so far. Also, with all the healing stuff for everyone that's going through either the trigeminal or the occipital, the occipital pillow is a great purchase, a great buy to help. Something you lay on for 10 minutes a day. Hold on one second, let me grab it. Okay, grab that pillow. Here's the occipital pillow. It's spelled Occipital. So this fellow, you can actually, it doesn't matter which way you lay on it. You'd have to look into it a little more. I don't recommend, if you don't know what you're doing, don't do it. Fighters out there that have a lot of neck pain or headaches, been hit, kicked, punched, choked, head torn off most of your life like me, been fighting 20 years. Even training as a coach and pushing the guys, I get my head pulled on all the time, or used to. I've had a year off now. But this guy here just cradles the head, relax into it, 10 minutes every day. You wouldn't believe it, but when you get up, you're gonna see colors that are not in the room. For me, I lose vision in my right eye, and it feels like all the teeth on the right side of my head go abscess immediately as soon as I sit up. I usually see the color green. Don't know the reason for that one yet. But yes, the occipital pillow, even if you're not having tons of headaches or anything, you need more mobility in your neck, this is a great tool to help increase mobility for turning your head. And it's the one thing at least I've gotten from it. I haven't gotten any relief from pain yet. No stopping the little mini pain seizures, I guess. Sometimes it can dull down the static pain, like if I'm having a day where the head is just pounding and it will not stop, this stupid little thing with these stupid little fingers, it'll give me a little bit of relief. It's hard to explain. It's almost like when you get up, the whole back of your head will be pins and needles. If you have neck problems or neuralgia like I have, or all you neuralgia peoples with the occipital and trigeminal, you're going to feel this when you get off of it. And make sure your first couple times using this, have someone with you, because there was a time I ate the floor. It is that wicked when you first start it. Neck injuries from fighting, same thing. You can damage the occipital area, which is right here on the back of the skull. So this was good for mobility. I can attest to that, and maybe on my worst days it did help a little bit with the pain. Now what I've done is I added it into my training regimen, that when I'm done doing my physical therapy for my upper back, neck area, when I'm all done pulling with bands, when I'm done stretching and everything with my therapy, then I hit this as my finisher. Just 10 minutes. So I make sure that I'll do it 3 days a week, and it sucks. All right, so on to the next one. We're going to talk about let's talk about the collagen peptides that I started. Completely experimental. The science on it, there's a couple places you can look it up. I started with BPC 157. Yeah, it doesn't want to focus. Maybe you can see that there. And then TB4 frag. So, in a nutshell, I'm not going to give you the boring science crap, but anyone out there who's looking to get better, these so far have had the best results. But it could be the reason for how the hospitals have treated me. When I was taking the baclofen, which was the only thing, or I'm still taking the baclofen, but when taking the baclofen, especially at higher doses, when nothing was helping, for any of you at the beginning of all the pain cycle on this, the baclofen is a spinal cord relaxer. It's also real good, helps you work through any kind of mental issues if you have anything going on, like PTSD and all that. They've actually been prescribing baclofen to people who have had intense PTSD. It's helped. It's been given to alcoholics to help them quit drinking, which I don't drink anymore. I don't know if that was part of it or not, but it did help keep me away from the sauce. And the baclofen would also allow my spine to sublux, where it would just fall out of position. I could be just standing, talking, and all of a sudden I could feel a vertebrae fall right out. Being a fighter most of my life, I have 9 slipped discs in my back. This particular problem that I'm dealing with the neuralgias is due to one of the discs in my neck cutting through the nerves and fraying it, and it's all, some of it's dead, some of it's not. They think they can fix it, yeah, whatever. I think I'm doing a better job at the moment, and that's why I'm trying to help everyone put this together. The traction, it helps, but if you don't have a way to strengthen your neck back up, it's worthless, because what are you doing? You're just pulling on your neck. Does no good if you're not doing what you need to strengthen the muscles in your back and your neck and your head. So I have an entire PT routine I do, physical therapy routine, just for my neck with rubber bands that I do 3 times a week. And then I have a lightweight, high rep routine I throw in. But with the collagen peptides, what they did is they almost reversed, I want to say this correctly, I won't say maybe reversed, but they halted that subluxation from happening all the time. The one's an anti-inflammatory, more natural based, so it allowed everything to ease, so a lot less swelling in my neck. Usually I'm swollen way up. And then the other one, somehow scientifically, I listened to a lot of bodybuilders who experimented on one particular one of these, sat down and talked to some college professors, got the information I needed, talked to some doctors, and all of them, they said, hey, the side effects are less than the baclofen that I'm already on. What the hell, might as well try it. So I did. And from it, what I found is it tightened my spine up around, or the muscles up around my spine, so I felt more held together. I felt like I could actually stand upright. It lessened my shakes, which I get from the meds mainly, and allowed me to have a little bit more drive and feel human again, because anyone who's on the meds for this crap, you know, the meds will cut you off from reality. It'll cut you off from the real world completely, they'll put you in a hole and you'll die and drown in darkness. They have me going from Cymbalta to Pristique back and forth at a, 50 milligram daily dosage. Tell you, it makes me sick as shit. It is one of the most horrible things I've ever done. I developed another problem from it called Steven Johnson's disease, where my skin melts off. It's just bullshit. That's why there's alternatives. These meds can't be the only way. So in the path, and what I've been pursuing is trying to rebuild the muscles around the neck. And anyone who's suffering from this neuralgia, the pain is crippling. You know, I don't have to tell you. You know what it feels like. You know how it puts you down. You have good days, you have bad days. And it's a life-changing thing, I know. But anyways, with the collagen peptides, the way I see it, when I took them on my first cycle, which was a 20-day cycle, and you can buy these off of Amazon. Now, keep in mind, if you're an athlete, there's anti-doping laws against these right now. But if you're trying to get better from being all fucked up from life, this is the way to go. You athletes out there, I believe you can do one of these without any issues. The other one, then there's a synthetic version of the TB4. Watch out. The synthetic version is not allowed at anything. But this one, I think you can still compete and whatnot. Sometimes when healing and when we're broken and hurt, we look for alternative methods. So chiropractor, massage have been like a huge priority, and then the wife rubs me out every night. So keep those things in and stretch no matter what. Every day I have to stretch, otherwise I can't move. Can't turn my head at all. It sucks. It's the reason they call it the suicide disease. Today in traction, if you want to, I'll throw up a clip of some of the crap I went through in traction so you guys can see. It's not pleasant having your neck stretched, and I think I'm up to the max, and the max that they'll give me for pulling on the head. And I think that all of these things together work, and it's not easy. Anyone who's doing it, I'm going to tell you right now, it's hell on earth having your head pulled. If you've ever had a back or spinal injury, the pain's immense. So when it's a spinal injury with damaged nerves, the pain is even more intense. It's even beyond what seems humanly possible. And the worst part of all is, in reality, does the pain really exist? It only exists to me. No one else can feel it. And everyone knows what I mean, because you can't see neuralgia pain. You can't see back pain. It's the most ridiculous thing on the planet. So, to keep myself from jumping off a bridge or walking out into traffic, goals have to be made. I have to keep my mood elevated. And anyone out there, if you're in any kind of pain, it can put you down. And goals are important, things to strive for. And if I didn't have any goals, it'd be real easy. It'd be real easy to walk into traffic. So instead, find things to live for. So for me, I have the hope that maybe someday I could step in the ring and punch someone in the damn face again. This entire life-altering problem, it creates a new type of rage, I guess, is the best way to put it. I may be calmer, and I've learned a lot more being in pain and going through this in my life, but now I crave to hit someone really hard. So if I train my body, I gotta be able to do more than 15 minutes of intense cardio as soon as doctors clear me, right? So the goals are for you to list off. What are you going to do? How are you going to fight this? Anyone watching this dealing with those types of pains, the evil of the pain, the no hope, the hopelessness, the inability to concentrate or think on things that are supposed to matter, all that shit doesn't matter when you're in a shit ton of pain. It also harnesses that physical side. that savage in you, because the only way you can express your pain is by lashing out and showing others how you feel by expressing your pain and your anger and your rage. So it takes a lot of control when you're in pain all the time, just to deal with everyday, normal, stupid tasks. But I don't have to tell you guys who are watching this because you're in it. So let's go over this real quick. How are you going to help yourself some of that horrible traction of the neck? I'll say after today's session, which I'll throw some up maybe right here.
It's at a full pull at the moment.
It's extreme. This one's way more painful than the other one. Oh, shit.
Oh, there it comes down.
Oh.
It's down to 14 pounds.
That's where I started in this adventure, was my max pull.
Now it's going back up.
Yeah. That'll make you want to puke. Yeah, that was a different machine, way more intense. My teeth still feel abscessed right now, like there's an ice pick in every single one of them, hooked up to a battery, and it's just charging my mouth full of energy. It feels like I have ice picks in both ears right now. Normally I just get one side, but today's been special. So traction does help. Now remember, you're gonna feel pain as you're healing. It's not easy. I mean, a lot of people experience, especially with nerve damage, that itchy sensation you get is you healing also from like tears of the flesh or whatnot. The healing can be painful, so keep that in mind. Sometimes there's good and bad pain. And then collagen peptides, good one to add into your arsenal. I'm doing what the doctors have asked me with the prescribed meds and the SRI and whatnot. And I'll say another thing is, with my martial arts background, it helps a lot if you're able to meditate, sit down. You got to work through the pain. Pain sucks. You got to breathe through it, develop habits, things to avoid your triggers. For me, wind blowing in my right ear doesn't even matter. It could be just and it sets me off. So I'll have a full trigeminal attack. I have to eat with plastic silverware. I know, it's real horrible, right? And just from when having spasms, jabbing myself in the face with a steel fork a couple times, you learn your lesson not to do that. Yeah, so, yeah. Occipital pillow, if you can pick one up. And remember, heat is better than ice, especially with neck and back injuries. You want to heat the area, keep the muscles loose, stretch, stretch, stretch. I do a lot of stretching, especially with the martial arts. That's what I focus mainly on now. It's, a lot more fun. Avoid ballistic style workouts. Can't really punch a bag anymore. All that hitting and jarring just wrecks the neck, man. Just wrecks the neck. So I can't do that at all. So I do a little more slow shadow boxing, hold weights, take my time. Don't give up your passions. So for me, it's fighting, boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, cage fighting, judo, jiu-jitsu, sambo. It doesn't even matter. I'll freaking love it all. So I train with what I can by myself. Can't let anyone hold on to the head or anything. Real slow. Doctors say, keep doing what you love. So if you're like a golfer out there and you think your sport's over and you can't hit the ball, go out your yard and practice. Get a weighted club or something and smack a ball into the neighbor's yard. Have some fun. Find out simple mods, or do it with the digital crap, with the Wii or whatever. Have some fun. There's ways around it. Don't give up on you. Don't give up on life. Maybe someday we'll all be punching and kicking again. Peace out.